Whoa, that is loud. Why is that so loud? One sec. No, that needs to stay up. Alright, let's put that there. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome back to... I did apply all that, right? I think I did. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. You guys can tell by the occultist. So, before I jump in, I'm gonna... I let my sister play on my account through SharePlay, and that's why it's a little bit ahead. But I will be trying something, because I want to know what happens if you max out your medicine, and then you look at the whale, a killer whale, like what happens then. And as always, I've got my cup of coffee. Use the rest of my pumpkin pie creamer with some French vanilla, and it's actually quite good. I'm not going to worry about reading everything. I'm just going to try and progress the story straight to that point, because I just want to know what happens, and then I'm going to jump onto my actual thing, and yeah. I've already seen all this. Okay. So I will also be live streaming tonight. I will probably finish up the Light of Town today, because I feel like that needs to be finished. Because I really want to know how it ends.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably
Oh, wrong way. Okay.
What a putrid offering.
So that moves if you're also over there on that little platform. I discovered that last night because I was too much of a chicken to do it.
You have been chosen.
There we go.
Behold.
Okay.
I hate whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private...
That's correct.
Hello, I'm called...
Is that...
I'm so very sorry, but I have...
There we go. And so medicine. Okay, that's as high up as I can get it.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will still be up to date. And... on...
What's...
and...
But our...
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm coming. If you come to me...
Nobody believes either the play I she but I've brought. I want you to look carefully.
Okay.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Is that my honest opinion based as a medical professional?
A warehouse on Darkwater.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning I think your daughter...
And yet the pain...
You must tell me.
No, she
Saw?
my daughter...
Her husband was a big deal on the... Darkwater.
It's Darkwater.
Okay.
That goat?
I think
I'm quite...
And your uncle, which...
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
And you're a dick.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I keep the painting, right?
Darkwater.
Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay, so that's 52%.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Wait, wasn't that one the...
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Okay, no, they're all the same. Okay.
Natural sciences. The Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to... I wonder why I still take these things. I used to be an avid reader.
I just want to make sure that there isn't anything else I can do to progress my medicine thing. My medicine skill. Like, I also have the same general thought about the painting for the if I level up the occultism, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with that. And I'm holding off on drinking any more of my coffee until I get to the main story. So unfortunately, I do know a little bit what goes on farther in, but I don't know all the nitty little details. Like, I kept my headphones off for the most part. Come on. There we go. Okay,
So,
skip that.
what wind brought you?
Blah, 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 blah.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawk...
Understood.
Thank you. Okay.
Move back. Let the police do their work.
So...
Hey, Sullivan.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Okay, so
It's
you're
a
not
sign.
supposed to
There's something
get
coming.
anything from this. That's kind of disappointing. Oh well. Now that we know that, let's jump back into the main game. Load game. Savings number 1. I already read that, I believe. Oh, don't tell me I have to start all the way back from the boat. That would suck. So yeah, this is my first time hearing everything past where we left off last episode, but I've seen stuff, so I'm hoping to still get affected. Because I feel this game is amazing, and I think it will, but I also am skeptical that I will. So how are all of you guys today? Oh, so close, right there. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Okay.
You're back again.
Yeah, I
What can
remember
I
what I've
do
talked to you
for
about. Okay, about dark water. So I asked him all of this stuff. Return,
I shall be on
leave.
my way.
So come.
Okay. So because I did take the drink, when I believe I took a drink. I don't know. I have not watched my last playthrough. Okay, so they're going. Okay, so that I could probably go that way now. Actually, I can't go that way. That's exactly what these guys coming into the bar means. Okay, can I order a drink? Bruh. Bruh. Hey, don't ignore me, fucker.
You again. What can I get you?
Okay.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around screens.
Okay.
But anything.
That dark water.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
Okay.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all knew she was famous on then.
I've got
Okay.
one.
So I've already asked. So you know what? Let's order a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Okay, yeah, that'll affect my destiny. No, oh well. Okay. So that doesn't add any new things
That'll
for me.
be all.
So I'm not gonna do anything I think will affect my destiny negatively besides drinking. Okay. Any
You
last
like
notes?
our... That's true.
I heard the
Oh,
Hawkins
okay.
family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill, we're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see.
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
I bid you
Good.
So long.
Okay.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. Gifted with its own consciousness. until it
I
finds
almost
a
wonder
new
if this
leader.
is supposed to be like H.P. Lovecraft. I'll talk to either of y'all. Okay, no. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that everything.
Another break?
One of
Okay.
those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after.
Speaking of drink,
Standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
oh, hello, whoever just joined. How are you today? Okay. So, I've already talked to Fitzroy about all that stuff. Let's make sure let's see if there's anything else in here that... Now that I've had the pick-me-up... Oh, wrong button.
Back again. What can I...
Got dark water, Okay, nope. Okay,
I shall
that's
be on
everything. Okay, so they were clearly stopping me from going that way, so I know that.
We're
What
no
about
longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
famous
I
last
mean
words?
they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Okay. So, for the person who just joined,
Sisters, you're crazy. They can't understand.
I just, in this episode,
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
made a separate account, maxed out my medicine, and
These
you
wounds.
still don't get anything from
I
here.
know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
You can't understand. You're
Okay. Nope. Oh, I have a CP? Sweet. Okay. I think psychology. Psychology, I feel like, is going to be kind of important. Also. I wish I could just upgrade my occultism, but I can't.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Okay. Did I already
Don't
talk
put
to
that
him?
beast back in the water, you
You didn't tell me.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave
What's
us
with
to
the
our work.
scarring on his
You
cheek?
can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Did anyone else see that?
They can't understand.
He had scarring going up the side of his cheek that I was on, almost like he had a Cheshire smile. Okay,
Where do
let's
you
talk
think
to you.
you're going?
Others are
Who are
interested
these
in the
others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Okay. We're on the same team.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I'm not
asking
here
to this
to hinder
warehouse.
your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My
Was all fired
investigation
too?
has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
So he's not going to tell me anything new from that. So what do you know
more
about
can you
the
say
case?
about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
Mate, you were
No
being
need
nice
to
to me
get
like
worked
a
up.
second ago. Okay. So there's clearly no way I can get into there through that. Okay. Who are you? Okay, so when my sister played, she went straight to that statue, which there's writing on it. However, I'm going to talk straight to these guys.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
Okay, so they still think
We
I
saw
did it.
what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I never have done such a thing. I don't even know. Well, this version of this character doesn't know.
How
I just
can
arrived.
I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
At least
you
you're
could have gone
honest.
by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For
Oh,
the
Jesus
moment.
Christ.
We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them.
The only
There's
time
one
where
of 'em who's always
being
going
rude
back
is
and
beneficial.
forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Okay.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Well, it's probably less that they're guarding anything from someone in specific. They're probably just in general guarding because the more territory you own, it's just a sign of power.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a
Oh,
thing.
interesting.
Nothing at all.
You guys are also scared of her. Okay. Good to know. Is this where you
Peculiar
work?
house.
Live?
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Or get a new one. About Saint
That statue
Brendan.
represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Well, you don't even know who did it. You're drunk. Okay, so you don't have
Isn't it a bit
anymore.
early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Touche.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Yep, yes you will. Okay, so now that I know in general that they're going to blame me no matter what, I'm going to go show you guys the statue. Okay, so I cannot talk to him. Yes, I cannot talk to him. And my sister never found out that you can flick out your lighter. So, because she unlocked this one, but never went into actually see what's in there. So, this will be fun.
There.
Okay. Cha. Allows you to find hidden items. Damn it, once all these items are something or other. So, since that's popping up, there has to be like some secret items here. Ooh!
Hello, old friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I don't wanna get copyrighted, so I'm gonna stop singing or change the jaunty of the tune. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, close that. Okay, so
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
So I wonder if I upgraded my occultism, if I would get to know that. So, okay, so let's just see what my book has to say on this. Okay. Darkwater, Captain Fitzroy. James Fitzroy, age 45, occupation captain. James Fitzroy is the captain of the Cardibus. Bidis? I think so. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. The inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. Oh, I wonder why. He offered to help me in my investigation. Oh, that's nice of him. Okay, the occult. The St. Brendan. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there were other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Extracted from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. So for clues, I have the manifests, which we looked at already, and the picture of Captain Fitzroy. I'm still holding on to the opinion that Captain Fitzroy is the same Fitzroy as in this one. That it's not actually his father. Okay. This bottle is part of a badge stolen from Cat, the boss of the bootleggers. An excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance to the warehouse. So, wait a minute. Can I use that to... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I wonder if it's talking about these guys over here. Because the guys who were guarding the main place over there are gone. They left. They're getting drinks. So...
You can tell me. Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut.
Okay.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
What a dick. Actually, no, we'll start... Okay, so I'm not gonna lie because my eloquence is not that high. So this passage leads to the...
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Investigate their activities. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to explore these two options. And then ask that one.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Wait, is that the main cop? One sec. Okay, before I go to this, I'm going to leave and go look at the cop again because I want to say that
behind her back.
Okay, yeah.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Jesus, be a dick for general curiosity. Okay, so they said that it was on the left side. So, on the left side of the cheek. Okay, so...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cop.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was...
Because its owner is dead. And
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
on
want
his
to see
left
you
side.
hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not
Okay.
sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Okay, so that definitely was the guy she cut. Because he just said that he can only smile with the left side of his cheek. That cut is on the left side of the cheek, and it's a Cheshire smile. I mean, not a full one, obviously, because it doesn't go up into the other side, but... Okay. I've officially entertained my curiosity. I'm going to reward myself with a drink of coffee. Ooh, what's in here? Okay. So nothing I know of except I can...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
No. Okay, so she packs a stiletto, which can be pretty fucking gnarly. Okay, so let's try this again.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks.
Didn't
Go
we
die
already
of
go over
thirst,
this?
the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Okay, investigate their activities.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Okay. So...
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Okay, so I'm guessing I use it on this guard then? I'm very confused.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
I'm so confused. Because I don't want to lie, because I'm worried that that's going to seriously do something. But I don't get what I'm supposed to do. Let's see if I can go talk to who I'm suspecting to be Kat, aka Ms. Baker, who I'm guessing is down here, as Ms. Baker always drinks, always free for the lady.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Yeah, because Fitzroy's at $12. C. Hawkins is $60. Jesus Christ, you drink a lot. Especially back then. Because nowadays it would not be that hard to run up a tab that big. S. Winchester's, I'm guessing Old Silas? At $9. And Andrews. Who's Andrews? Oh, I feel like I know that name. You're obviously not Andrews, because you own the bar. Andrews. Wait a minute. I think I know who Andrews is. Is this guy Andrews? Because if so... You're drinking it. You work for law.
You again. I told you to beat it.
Yeah,
No
Officer
need.
Andrews. Okay, so he's breaking the law, and he works for the law. That's very interesting. Okay, so Prohibition is very much disliked around here. Can I talk to these guys? No, and... Are these all bootleggers? Okay, let's see if I can talk to Ms. Cat.
I told you to beat it.
Okay, or not. Okay, so I think that goes up behind the bar. And if that's there, that means I can probably get behind the bar at some point. Okay, so... it's really nice that it gives you the opportunity to go multiple paths, but it sucks that how linear the game seems to be. Anything? No.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
What are bootleggers
This
doing around here?
warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're not scared of
I've
their boss.
seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Okay, interesting. So he says to go ask the captain. Sorry if this seems like a lot of back and forth between people and stuff. It's just I want to make sure I get as much out of the game as I can.
You're back again.
Yes, I am.
What can I do for you?
Any new... Have blocked
Apparently
access to
the
the
bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Good
You're
to know.
back again. What can I...
Yes, I am. So, nothing else?
I hope so.
Okay, let's just give this one last look-see-doodle.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
So now, anyone who's familiar with this kind of culture, please let me know. And also, hello. Anyone who's familiar with this kind of culture, please let me know if, like, whether or not they, like, beach that there on purpose as, like, this is the last that this ship is gonna do, so let's have it as kind of a memento. Or if it's that it was probably done on accident, because I don't know. I never actually read too much into, like, sailor culture, even though I think it's kind of fascinating.
This place seems half abandoned.
It is. He's the only captain left. I know I looked at all these last episode, but just like I said, I don't want to miss anything. Ooh, look, our little rat. Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Excuse me, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the miraculous catch, or something depicting it. It still bothers me that he doesn't mention the eerie green light that's coming from this. And also that it's smoking. So wait, someone's packing up to leave, it looks like. Clams, crustaceans, a lamp. Can I take the lamp? That'd be amazing. Oh, that's a really nice effect, actually. Like, if you hold it for too long, it, like, burns his hand. That's actually really nice. Okay.
What a macabre souvenir.
Okay. I'm gonna go test my theory. I don't need my lighter right now. I'm gonna go test my theory real quick, because his name is James Fitzroy, and I can't remember what he said his father's name was. A dark water,
I'm just back.
No.
The sea are superstitions.
Your superstitions are expressed in a rather disturbing fashion.
Oh.
What do you mean?
The statue at the entrance of the harbor, St. Brendan. Somebody disfigured it mercilessly.
I condemn these actions. St. Brendan is the protector of the whalers, and this statue a witness to our history.
You don't know who could have done it.
I wonder as much as you do. I hope they'll be punished.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm glad I accidentally... Okay,
I was looking at your...
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting. I thought it was you.
And for good reason.
Your father.
John Fitzroy.
Okay, so John James. I don't buy your story. I like you as a character, but I don't buy your story. I still think you're John, but you just made a deal with probably Cthulhu. So I'm really hoping I'm here, like in this general area, when this goes into the water. Because the way they're talking about it, something horrible is going to happen once this thing touches the water. And so I want to know. Okay, so I'm not going to get anything from them. And I have no desire to lie to them because, again, my eloquence is... Yeah, 2 of 5. It was not that good. So I'm going to just go the route that my sister had to. Okay, so there's some secret around here. What is it? Oh. A crank handle?
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Well, as long as it's still usable, who cares?
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
No, ratchet device. And...
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar
massive.
is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Well, what's the secret thingy? I want to know the secret. Oh, that's another wench system. Okay, so I don't burn myself.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
Yes, it probably does. That's probably the tunnels that the Mr. Fitzroy was talking about. Okay, it has to be up here.
I could use this old winch to lift the grate.
Okay, mount the handle, mount the racking device. Okay, so I am missing something. Okay. My phone is blowing up right now. Okay, so what am I missing? Oh.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
That was the secret? It was kind of in plain sight, and I would have seen it if I wasn't a dummy. Oh well. Ooh, is there a way I can get over there? I'd love to get over there. Why wouldn't I just vault this and walk over there and then open that door? Jesus criminy. Okay, mount the cogwheel and turn it.
Looks like everything is in its place.
Hopefully
All
my
I have
strength
to do
is high
is
enough.
turn this handle.
Apparently I'm strong enough. How much strength do I even have? I have a whopping 2 strength. Okay, so let's hope Cat doesn't sneak up on us. Just, boo! I'm a feline character. Okay, into the eerie green fog. I'm tripping balls. Okay, well, at least my vision's clearing. Okay, so... Oh, let's hope this doesn't go up in flames. Okay. Okay, let's check this out. Medicine.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil.
Well, what
Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
Yes, absolutely. What the hell? Okay. Okay, into the depths we go. And into water? Yeah, water. Nope, 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 nope. How about no? Hmm. Oh, what the hell? Oh, you need to die. Sorry, at this point I looked away from the TV when my sister was playing because I didn't want to know. Oh, what the hell? Wait. Oh, what the hell? That is not cool. Does my thing have anything to say on that? Pierce. Okay, sanity. The submerged city. While investigating the Hawkins warehouse. I'm not even in their warehouse yet, but oh, okay. Piers entered a partially submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There, something took hold of his arm and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught a glimpse of human and animal bodies, as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it to the surface to discover that, rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had trapped itself around him. The vision, nevertheless, disturbed him, and clearly its clarity and violence. I'm still stable, though. So that's good. Any more? Yeah, so Pierce, you should definitely be worried about psychotrolic effects. Because you're tripping balls. Ooh, what's this?
This is primitive.
That's all you got on it? Seriously? Wait a minute. That's that symbol, except that has a lot more squiggly to it. Okay, let's crawl on up. Okay, let's put this out. Because I'm officially kind of trespassing now. Yeah, thankfully no one sees me, so up we go. Oddly convenient.
This place stinks.
Do you think it was gonna smell good, bro?
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Lord knows. Okay. Oh! So this I find really cool. I think more games should do something like this, where it kind of allows you to see through everything. Okay, so what's this?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Okay, so there's a secret here, and I want to know. Okay, so I'm not going to really look at anything else until I find the secret. Okay.
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Oh, that was simple. Okay, as it were.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
I'm guessing after. What the... Medicine.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Amen. Is it my same type of bottle? So... Oh, this reminds me of what we saw in the very beginning, kind of in that dream world.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Okay, this seems to be the last thing, and I found the secret, so...
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I don't know. But it looks like someone was praying to it? Ah, my phone dropped. Okay, I gained one more character point. And I still can't put anything in my cultism. I really want to, though. Okay, so I'm 6 points till... 6 points till that. 2 to that. 4 to that. And quite a bit to that. Oh, I have 3 points of my strength. I'm a strong boy. Boy. I think these two are going to kind of be the most important. So, I'm going to put... but I also think... Okay, let's try to get other stuff tied up to these. So I kind of want everything well-rounded. But I think these two are going to be the most important. To understand the psychology of what's going on. And to understand... Because this is an occult game. It 100% is. So... Yeah. Okay, Pierce. Oh. That was it for Pierce. Okay. The Hawkins warehouse, officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages are also to be noted. Probably removed from the wound, as well as a pile of painkillers, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleepy pills. Moreover, the occupant seems obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested to the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. Photograph press clippings. But it is to be discovered. It is to the discovery of a partially charred painting, recognizable by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, that allows all doubts to be lifted as the link between the contents of the building and the Hawkins case. Oh, I know that it was like 100% from there. Okay, well let's leave.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is...
Oh, that music.
Has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You!
Hi!
Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
And you should have known I wouldn't have. Okay. Someone is in us.
Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's
No.
parked down the way.
Let's not stop talking. I want to still talk to you.
And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Well, yeah, that's because I'm awesome.
God damn it. Her again.
I think this is Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Hey, he's not that fat.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, so she was the one who cut his cheek.
Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've
My
got
job.
my eye on you. We'll meet again.
I hope we do.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Okay. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation, as well as a partially charred painting, interrupted by, in his searching by Officer Bradley. Pierce convinced him to join the investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Okay. I thought the mansion burned in a
I see
fire.
no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I'd have many other questions, bro. This place is
You won't
falling
get me
into
to
ruins.
believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have
I
questions.
still have questions. Okay, so you can see a lot clearer on his cheek.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Many things else. You're not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
One last thing. Anything I should be wary of?
If there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Ooh, your eyes are narrowed, so I'm guessing you're angry or you're annoyed at me. Yeah,
Night
let's not waste any
falls
more time.
quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
I will accept.
Why not?
Because I would like
You can help.
Right.
Silas not
go.
to kill me because last time, yeah. Okay, you can go that way. I'm gonna go this way. I want to explore everything. Ooh, 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 ooh. A small wooden whale. A figure of a whale carved from wood, the sort of toy sailors make for their children. Okay, so I'm guessing that's going to say something about everything. Okay. Officer Bradley, age 37, occupation, police officer, obviously. This hick cop likes order and justice. He is no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth about in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Yes, he could. Hawkins Mansion Garden. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family and the old caretaker, Silas Winchester. So, yeah, that's it was Silas Winchester as like a $9 tab. Still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. No, it's going to be cheeky and happy. Okay. Ooh, I'm into chapter 3. Figure of... Okay, yeah, we already saw that. Okay. So that's everything I'm ascertaining from here. Okay. I don't like how grainy it all looks. One sec, can I make it look less grainy? Graphics. There we go. Okay, so I can only alter the brightness, game, subtitles, detection, crosshairs. So I wonder if that's going to do anything for me. It'll help me narrow in on things a little bit quicker, which will still be nice. Okay, I like that and I don't like that. I'm going to see... Let's try it for a little bit. Okay.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Okay. So there's writing on that side. Oh, what does this say? Hilltop house built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5. So that's Judeo-Christian. / Catholic / all that other stuff. So that's interesting. Is there anything around here for me? I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's just kind of distracting from the overall scope of the game. Because that's cinematic and I love it. Okay. I'm just looking for anything. Okay, so I'm guessing this... Yeah, this is the graveyard, definitely. Okay. The hell did you bring me here for? Hey. Hello? Okay, or not. Okay.
Poor kid.
Oh, that's all you have to say. So this is Simon Hawkins. Nothing is on the back. Okay, let's do that one last, because that has broken... some broken vases. Is it vase or vase?
flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
That's interesting. Anything on the back? Nope. Okay, let's investigate the one with the broken vases.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated one of these graves.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
I've seen enough.
Let's go to the mansion.
Okay.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting?
I don't even see where it's
I don't see Silas doing
defiled.
such a thing.
Like the
Let alone allowing
tombstone.
it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Okay, you get 1 minute, bro. Then I'm ditching you. Okay, so yeah, it's not defiled. Just the vases are broke. Hell, they could have just knocked over in the wind. It sounds windy enough. Also, why are all the trees dead? Like, wait. Yeah, it's literally could have just been that, you know, it knocked over because of the wind. I don't think it's even defiled. Okay, you get 1 minute starting now. It's currently whatever at 12. You get until 13. Okay, time's up. You had your minute. I'm not waiting any longer. Wait, is there anything actually in here that I could have done that while I was looking? See, that is normal. That is a flame. And it's not giving off... I mean, it's giving off an odd amount of smoke. But I think that's the smoke that I found in that warehouse. Or in the tunnels of the warehouse. But I don't understand the significance of it. Because it's seemingly significant-less. Except I know it's significant, otherwise it wouldn't be literally everywhere. And this person would actually mention it. It's genuinely annoying that Mr. Baker is not bringing up the fact that, hey, you know, I'm just casually... just the stuff is glowing green. Okay. So, something happens if I go that way. So, I'm not going that way yet. I will, however, go this way.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yes, you will. Oh, I seriously do... I don't know if that's my TV. Like, I'm gonna have to watch the playback and see if it actually looks kind of this grainy. But, because I don't know if it's my TV or the game. Okay.
This entrance is still in use.
Okay, so I have to use it. Oh!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy,
hey,
sir.
nice.
All right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Those are some big steps.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Can we not?
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Sarah Hawkins was
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
No, thank you.
Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Oh, you finally want to show up? Okay, one sec. There's more for me to look at now. Okay, so Silas Winchester. That's an awesome name, Silas. Age 64, occupation, caretaker of the Hawkins property. Sorry guys, I'm yawning for some reason. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard and the burnt-down mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and her child, Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property still have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the grave of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. What's weird, though, is that... One sec, can I talk to you some more?
You have a moment.
What now?
Oh, I can't.
Sorry.
Oh, I guess
Stop wasting my time.
I just want to talk to you. Oh, what's down here? I'm just being a good detective, everyone. Trying to understand all of that I can.
This gate is locked.
But I have a key. I really wish it, like, if you had a key to something that's locked, you, like, tried the key. That way it's like, oh, that actually makes sense why that didn't work. You know, it's the wrong key for the lock. Rather than just being like, oh, yep, it doesn't, it just suddenly, I just know for a fact. For no reason at all, it doesn't work. Oh, this is Silas's shack. Oh, that's... Ooh, I hope I can explore it without Silas catching me and killing me with his axe. Who seriously just goes around with an axe? And he threatened me. He threatened to kill me. Well, quote-unquote, gut me and then dump me into the ocean, which I'm guessing he would have came here and just tossed me over. But still, what a dick.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Oh, wouldn't you be? Interesting. Wait, why is that just conveniently placed? What good did that do me at all? I'm guessing if I actually go in and look from out there, I will see something. I can only speculate. What is this?
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Well, you can't
Rather
directly blame
Spartan.
him.
The caretaker has simple tastes.
Where do you see that? Oh, I have something new in my inventory. Got a hold of the key that opens the door to the tradesman's center entrance of the Hawkins mansion. I hope it was worth the risk. That makes 2 of us. Okay, that's locked. Okay, so that means there has to be something back here. What? Why was I able to move this? That makes no sense as to why I was able to move it if there's nothing I can do with it. Okay, I've wasted enough time down here. And I think I've found all that needs to be found. Wait, did that update my CODIS on him at all? No. I just now know that he drinks. Which, I don't blame him. He just lost everyone 3 months ago. And Lord knows how many people are coming up here just trying to poke their nose around. I wouldn't be surprised if Cat does. Okay, wait. Oh, where did Silas go? I don't like that I don't know where he is. There's a lot of chairs here. Like, they had to have had a lot of company. Okay,
P.S. Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas...
Fun and games? You tried to kill
perhaps
me.
Inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Screw you, dude. He tried to kill me.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Honest to God, you tried to kill me, dude. Oh. Pearson Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard on the property guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker. Still faithful to his employers, keeps watch of the place, armed with his axe. Yes. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. Bradley didn't do jack all. And finally got a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion to enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Yeah. Bradley didn't do anything. Bradley would have just walked on a dead body if I didn't calm him down. I'll give Bradley freaking credit. Enter the
Follow me.
madness.
I know the place.
Yes, but I'm also going
Who
to
left this
explore
light
everywhere. I don't know, maybe Silas? Okay. That looks... Wait, that symbol at the bottom. Okay. I need the case. No, I need clues. No. Sanity. No. Ooh, I have more points. Dang it. Give me my points. Okay. Let's put them in eloquence. There we go. No. I keep forgetting I needed to do this. I love that it makes you do it, but I forget that I need to do it. Okay, inventory. Chapter 1. Okay, so I'm thinking that's Sarah Hawkins' signature, which means she painted her husband, but... What the... Okay. That freaked me out. Okay, so... That has tentacles in it. Oh, that was very... Oh my god.
Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Okay, so I can enter that, but before I do... I wonder if that's... I guess I'll find out once I do this. I can see all. Okay. Let's look at the meat.
What kind of meat is this?
Okay, clearly I don't know. So so I have to do this kind of
This place
in
is
order.
for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Possibly. Which would mean...
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Probably on accident.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat, or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
My guess is Silas was drinking, because that's a big pitcher. That's a massive pitcher, and he has two goblets in front of him. There's a thing of wine only on his side of the table. So I'm guessing crap, I can't remember his name for some reason now. He was drinking. Simon accidentally dropped his plate, and I'm guessing this is probably an expensive cut of meat. And so he got angry, started yelling at him, and Sarah wanted to just calm him down. And so he was like, "Hey, it's okay. It was an accident." And he was just pissed. That's my guess of what happened. I'm probably wrong.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Okay, no. Which I think... Okay. Does anyone know, like, what they probably...
It's already too late for the Hawkins.
I want to know what kind of meat that was.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
So, I know there's probably some symbology here, and so I'm pulling off of my film and lit class, my film class, but she was either genuinely shorter than her.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
Probably genuinely shorter than her husband, but also but I think that it's showing like a dominance and power of some sort, where because he's like an entire head taller than her, like he's obviously kind of had the power and she was less of the power. But also, this is like the only painting we've seen from her where it's not very occultist. Like, there's no
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It's common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? I have no idea. Oh wait, no, I could have rotated that. Okay, or not. Okay. But no, that is like the only painting of hers that we don't see very occult-esque.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Let's... Okay, so there is a secret. Ooh. So let's go with this one at a time. Because,
Did it stop
my
at the time of
sister
the fire?
found the secret in this room, and it's over here, so
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
well, we know that because That's not the secret? Could have swore that was the secret. But, we know he was because he has a $60 freaking bill.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
It's protected by magic. Yeah, she also painted this.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Well,
they had a fight. Why? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
That's a very good question. Okay, so I'm guessing there's more. Yeah, because I can't get out of it yet. So I'm going to use my ability of deduction. They got into a fight. He pushed her onto the table, where she maybe knocked her head and got knocked out, and her shoe came off, like as she kind of tripped and fell. During the fight, that broke. Oh yeah, because someone made it out of the room.
Did someone escape the fire?
So I'm guessing Silas then, not Silas, whatever his name is, because I can't remember his name, ran out of the room, knocking the son over, and made it out of the room. And then kind of in his grief, went down to his warehouse, snuck in, and started living there? Where he then started, or did he like come back, yeah, it must have been came back later, got the painting.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
There you go.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Okay. The clues
Much
don't
of this
match.
evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I will write you a book about it.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas.
I don't think Silas
Dr.
did
Fuller
it.
is an authoritative figure. The mainland folks are damned envious that he's here with us. A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on.
The fire
I
was
suspect
just...
this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
Someone
I
had
found
too
a
much to
bottle of
drink.
whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked a drink.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down.
Charles, okay.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Okay, so I'm going to kind of... I'm thinking now that those two are probably arguing. Someone came in, threw the lamp, probably hit Sarah. She fell over, hit her head, knocked out, lost her shoe. And while on fire... I mean, and then they got away. While on fire, Charles ran out and being drunk didn't realize that his son was probably in the room playing and thus maybe accidentally hit him on his way out. And that's where he left the handprint. That is officially my theory. The bodies were displaced.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
Maybe Silas? Not realizing that Simon's body was there? Maybe, I don't know.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I don't think it's a crime of passion, because that would have been more, in my viewpoint of what a crime of passion would be. It would have been more of like a quick death, something kind of more merciful. I do kind of want to say that it's arson, except if it was arson, it leads me to believe that the person wouldn't have thought that there were going to be victims. They just wanted to set something on fire. And I don't think it was just simply the couple had a fight and they threw a lamp at one another. So I'm going to go with arson because that's the one that makes the most sense.
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm going to look up... Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to look up arson to make sure that I'm kind of on the correct thought process. The criminal act of deliberately setting fire to property. So, yeah, I'm thinking that the dude probably didn't think there was going to be victims. He just wanted to burn... Oh, hello. Burn the place?
I just asked that you don't disturb anything.
Okay, there's another one of her paintings.
Chief West found out about what we're doing. I'd be in serious trouble.
Well, at least you have someone competent with you now. Why can't I look at those? What's in here?
This door is locked.
A little mousy. For 3 months, that's... Or 3 preceding months, that's a lot of, like... lack of a better term, eating. Hey, cool. My medicine skill went up more. And I have more points to spend. So I have 2 more points to spend. let's continue putting points in eloquence, because that is, I'm believing, important. Like, genuine important. That way I can talk better and maybe get more dialogue options. But I still think these two, and maybe that one, are going to be the most important. And so, I'm just really trying to just take my time and explore everything. I love how their books look. I mean, it looks like they're just repurposing the same things, but it looks really nice, and I love those old booky looks.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Oh, I don't like that running sound. Makes me think someone's coming up behind me to beat me up or something. That would only make sense if it was Sarah. Because if the husband was abusive, which is the general, kind of the going theory, she would be the one getting hurt, and thus be the one needing the bandages. I'm gonna pull out my mic. Sorry if this is loud on you guys. Okay. That way, now if I talk a little bit, you guys can hear me a bit better with this tone of voice. But okay, I'm guessing Sarah was the one who got away. Okay, I think it was supposed to go that way, but I want to explore. Okay. Again, there's that eerie green light that just no one is questioning. Like,
The lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty.
Drunken Sailor. What do you do with the Drunken Sailor? That one? I know that one. I like that one. I like sea shanties. Not that anyone probably cares.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Ooh, I would steal that book. Like, I know it's a crime scene, but I love good literature like that. Okay. What the hell? How about no?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
A copy of the novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville, a classic especially for a family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Really?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
A painting fell. Yep, still has her signature on it. Okay. So there's some of these that don't have her signature on them, which makes me still wonder if she was the one painting them.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
That's kind of interesting. The human body, a comparative analysis of Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so my medicine skills at least going up pretty nicely, which I like. I like being a smart boy. Hee. So, it still bugs me so much. I don't think that'll ever not bug me. Until someone's like, oh, hey, look at that.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Now, wait a minute. So that just said...
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692.
So that says 1692.
Two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Yeah. Shut up. 1692.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
So there was an older sect of people here before it became Darkwater. So I'm guessing that's what the cult is about. Oh, that's so eerily dark.
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century.
Well, I mean, that would make sense. What is that creaking?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
What does it have? Okay, so this is another one that doesn't have her signature, but it looks like something similar to the first one we saw.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
A rare edition of Jules Verne's novel. Wow, I'm just... See, this guy has no problem stealing books. Why can't I steal Frankenstein? Okay. Seriously, I just want to know why I can't steal his book. Sorry guys, I had to do something on my phone real quick. Get it back onto the live stream, because when it fell, it accidentally came off. Oh.
Darkwater history.
Oh, blah.
This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
So I'm guessing there was some kind of battle between them, and obviously history is written by the winners.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Letter of complaint. Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes to the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses, probably through drugs. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obligated to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Okay, and then this just leads down there. And then obviously spooky hallway, because why not? What was that? Did anyone else see that? Okay, I'm looking back real quick, guys. Sorry, I'm looking back at the thing, make sure I'm not going crazy and that there was something there. Okay, yeah, there definitely was something there. Another one of her paintings. She was a very busy artist. That's a room upside down. And that is the harbor. She was a very talented artist, I must admit. Like, these I would actually hang on my wall. Okay. And another the harbor. She has a very interesting signature, because I could definitely see the S. Wait, what's her family last name? Webster. So that's really weird, because... Real quick, let's look over here. The Last Supper. Since the fire in the Hawkins house at mansion, The dining room had remained intact. The settings allow the places occupied by the family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected, even in private. Charles Hopkins sat at the head of the table with his wife and son on either side. The knocked-over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or it could confirm the theory of a domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain places, the meat mysteriously preserved since then seems to have been subjected to dispute between the Hopkins couple. I'm guessing it's whale. Feels like an explorer. Okay, I already read that. Smashed oil lamp. According to the police report, this lamp is the cause of the accidental fire that destroyed the mansion. However, bloodstains in the debris tell a very different story. A partially burnt shoe. It seems like it belonged to Sarah Hopkins. Excuse me, guys. I'm very sorry. The glass of this heavy clock is broken, and the hands show 10 o'clock. It could give time of the fire, or could have nothing to do with it. I think it does. And I think Fuller is in on it. Scene of the fire. Contradicting the police report, the Hopkins drawing room tells a totally different version of the fire that claimed the whole family, beginning with the presence of a handprint that shows the possibility of a survivor, and we kind of get that more because of the inhabiting of their warehouse. The bodies of Charles and Sarah Hopkins left no mark on the floor to that matter in the drawing room, contrary to that of the child still visible close to the fireplace. The same goes for the glass shards on the floor. Close inspection reveals the presence of blood on several of them. On the wall, and a very clear mark left by the painting found in the Hopkins warehouse confirms that the Hopkins case could be much more than a domestic accident. Yeah, like murder. And then I already read this for you guys. So, go back to inventory. Oh, knowledge. Here we go. Okay. The human body. Okay, so I already read that. Yeah, okay. So now I'm all up to date on my journal. So let's continue down the hallway. Oh. Ooh, that's really nice. I would love to have some of these actual paintings in like real life. Okay. So that's bashed down. Hello, little rat. Are you going to lead me anywhere, or are you just going to vanish? Whoa, that was weird. Okay, so they just despawn. But that's weird how he like turned around and then backed in. That's really weird. I've never seen that in any other video game. Okay. So stuff. Okay, so that's locked. Seriously, it sounds like something's running at me. Okay. That's a jaunty little tune. There's a
boys' room.
Okay. Let's do this. Whoa. Okay. So, what I don't like is how you have to look at everything one at a time to piece everything together.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
And why was he using pirates? Because that looks like pirates. That looks like a knight. Oh, those are all probably knights. Yeah, they're all knights. Okay. Oh, did I already get the secret?
Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
No, that was sweet of him. Of her.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Okay, so clearly this family had some problems.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay, so I think I got everything. But now, on top of that, why are those pictures on the
What
floor
was
now?
going through that boy's mind?
Okay. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. What's the trouble there? Something need to go to sleep. I hate that. Okay, someone is here running back and forth. Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's go try the room that's locked. Okay, and open sesame. What the fuck? Wait, why are there bloodstains?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
The ceremonial circle. Clearly, bitches be crazy. Wait, that looks like the one in the painting down at the thing where like the dude's face is like melted. And still not gonna question the green.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
For Boston client, JF. Who's JF? The Shambler for FS. So, wait a minute. Painting for Boston client, painting for JF, Boston client, FS. Those are all painting. Painting. Then the Shambler. And also for Dr. F, which I'm guessing is Dr. Fuller, as a treatment. So was she asked to paint something for treatment? But why did she name only one of her
last one was given
paintings?
for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad they still loved each other. Yes,
The door
it's
is
hot.
blocked
I
on the other
get
side.
it. Be a man. Pull out that ladder.
Bradley? Is that you?
What the fuck? Okay. Bradley was downstairs. Run. I'm straight making a break for it. Where are you?
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
I don't care about personal effects. You will answer me. Yes, why don't you just come with me, dick?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
I don't care about the...
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed
So this is where my sister and I stopped, except last night neither of us heard the thump. So, what the hell is going on? Oh, that freaks me out. Okay, I am taking one headphone off because I don't want to accidentally get loud. Okay. Oh, I don't like that whatsoever. Okay, I guess up the stairs I go. Actually, I'm gonna try that other doorway first, but oh my dear lord. So that's the boys' room. Oh, that is awkward. Wait, if I follow the blood trails... Okay, so
what will her room reveal about her?
Oh, cool.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna close that door. If that door open... Oh my god, it got so much darker. Okay, so there's a secret in this room.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
A what? 75 mil. Jeez, that sounds like a lot. Of ambrosial sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours is required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams of up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or other medication during treatment. Dr. Fuller. Take to Darkwater General Store. Who's this to?
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Okay, so it's to Sarah. That's... Is that all there is in the room? Seriously? Oh, the sound effects in this game are really well done.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates, they act as a depressant of the nervous system. Once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. Interesting. Is that seriously all there is in the room, though? Okay, so that's another one of the docks of a boat. Docks. I think that's of the stranded whale. So I think this...
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I think this leads into her drawing room, so... It's weird that some of these, like, the seemingly normal ones, don't have a signature on them. Okay, time to follow the blood trail upwards.
Is anyone there?
Someone's up here. Oh, now you pick up a freaking lantern, you knucklehead. Oh, that's fucking creepy. I'm trying not to cuss, guys, but that is creepy. Oh, I'm gonna get hit in the head. I'm gonna get hit in the head. Yep, I knew it.
You! Stop!
He just jumped. Catch the thief. I'm gonna surely freaking try, but I officially don't know where he went at this point.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
You're
a man was
worthless.
hiding from the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
You're freaking... Okay, he came from that way.
I'll cover you.
Oh, what the hell is my... So, this is giving off a normal
This door
light.
was closed earlier.
Yes, it was. Wait, which one? This one? Yes, it was.
Where did he go?
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
These letters have been opened, but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. They are tied together carefully with a knotted braid. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? Because he was a jerk. Oh, that's so creepy. Okay, I want to explore everything, so. Okay.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Someone added coordinates to this old sea map. They're making up a journey, so probably Charles did. No, I don't care, actually. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing on the back of that. Oil refined. Oil reservoir on this map has been refilled. Refills can be found during the levels. Oh, that's cool. That's a neat little touch. So okay, so that's what was highlighted.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy with a third man.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Okay, so there's a hidden...
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Okay, so what if I spin it?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Okay.
Seems like this came from a log.
Sailor's logbook. Monday, 24th, May 1847. That's a while ago. 42 North, 70... Okay, I need to write this down. I'm going to go grab a piece of paper real quick. Actually, no, I have my phone. Even better. Okay, so I'm going to have to get away from the live stream for a minute, but I think I need to jot these down because I think this is the way to get into that. So, I need to edit this. Okay. I'm glad I have a notes thing on my Google Docs. So, 42 north and 70 west. Okay. Darkwater Island, we sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident, he says, we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Sunday, May 30th. 30th May 1847. 47 north, 55 west. I preferred it when the whales disappeared without a trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Well, sounds kind of like a dick. Okay, interesting. Tuesday, June 1st, 1847. 49 north, and 61 west. 61 west. We dropped another anchor in a village. The inhabitants said that the waters were red with the blood of the sacred beast, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only fear God Almighty, but in loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, June 4th, 1847. 57 north. Oops. 57 north. 53 west. 53 west. We caught it. The most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes on. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Yes, it will be. Tuesday, 29th, June 1847. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus. Returned with empty holes. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. That's weird. So wait, what is Darkwater's...
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
What is Darkwater's coordinates? Do we know?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Yeah, it does. Okay, let's try these coordinates real quick. So I need to go first to 42 north. So that's 30. Okay, for this one I need to turn the thing on because I think that's going to help me get the exact things so
doesn't work. I must have missed something.
So that's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. It's going to be about in there. Actually, no, it's going to be about there. And 70 west. I don't remember which is east, which is west. But I said 70. That's 75. Okay, so it's going to be in the middle of the ocean. I can ascertain that.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
It's 70 west.
Doesn't work.
The west that's all the way over here. Yeah, no. Okay, so the next one is 42
I must have missed
north.
something.
I need those numbers again. Where are they? Where are the numbers? Okay, there they are. I mean, I'm still in the general area, so 55 west. I really wish I knew which way it was north, south, east, and west, and all that other good stuff. So, 55. That's 40. That's about 55.
Doesn't work.
49 north. Let's go up a touch. And 61.
Doesn't work.
57 north.
I must have missed something.
That's about 57, right? No, it needs to be up a touch more. And 53 west. Where's the...
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Wait, is there a way I can reset it? Back.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
33 north. Wait, I was never given a 33 north. One sec. Maybe my diary will have something to say. Here, Pierce. Oh, I have 4 more. Awesome. I'm gonna put those in psychology. Or should I? I don't know. I would like to put them in here, but I can't. So I'm gonna put them in what I think is gonna be one of the important ones, and hope that I'm correct. Dark water. The occult. Ceremony circle. If the creature is not yet anchored to our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work as long as the person performing it makes sure that to integrates with the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful, though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all proven reliability. Cool. Creepy. Okay. Scribbled a kind word to his wife. Why didn't he just tell her? Already read this. Okay, dark water. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Inventory. An old hurricane lamp still working. I just got. Be careful, it burns a lot of oil. Yeah, it probably does. Okay, so one sec, guys. I'm going to look this up real quick because I want to know what it's going to do for me. So, open that. Oh, nope. I don't want to upload a video. I'm currently live streaming. I'm really sorry that I'm taking time to do this, but I really need to know. Call of Cthulhu map puzzle. Okay. Yeah. Advertisements go away. Okay. So I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. So I think I found it. Thank you, YouTube. So it's in this area. Ah, there we go.
Looks like it worked.
Oh, I had to do this anyway. Go figure. Okay. What do you have
Well
to say?
done, Pierce.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of that. The Hawkins mansion was falling into ruin well before the fire that claimed its residents. The building, once luxurious today, lies witness to the ruin of the Hawkins family. The painting of Sarah Hawkins are spread throughout the corridors. Moisture eats away at the books of the imposing library. Oh yeah, I would love to be in that library. And the windows are broken and condemned. The drawing room where the fire started reveals it to be more than a domestic accident. Sarah Hawkins' office bears signs of the occult practice, and a no doubt huge creature left its mark on the walls of the corridor that leads to his worship. As for Charles Hawkins' office, it reveals a passage into a network of underground caves. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that little thing. I don't need it anymore. It was actually quite useless, but I don't care. I thought it was gonna help. Okay, let's. It's like I'm gonna pull out my lamp. I want his coat. I like that coat. You coming with me, Officer Bradley? Okay. I would like to 100% say thank you, Guides something. Guides game something. Okay. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire reveals its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place looking for proof when a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. Detective and police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. Okay. So this is beyond where my sister stopped playing. So this is completely new to me.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look.
3 seats.
Someone's been here recently.
Okay, first off, let's see what I can get with my normal human eyes. Which I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything with my normal human eyes. Okay, so that is... Okay, that's a cult. I don't care what anyone says. That's a cult.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
Cthulhu? It's obvious that there's, like, Cthulhu is in this, but... Okay, so... Is the only thing I can get from this is the frickin' table.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Nothing to say about that. And my dad is home, so that's probably going to be the episode for the day.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
That explains the fight.
This symbol. What does it mean?
A series of studies on an unknown symbol. Cool, my occultism went up. Okay, guys. I'm going to call... Oh, one sec.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
I saw that. So, guys, I'm going to call the live stream here. Thank you, all of you guys, so much for watching. And I cannot wait to start this next time. See you guys.